RASSLIN, that's wrestling.
All right, welcome into Rasslin with Brandon Walker. I am he, Brandon Walker. And if you haven't gotten the rhythm of the show yet, if we haven't made it clear because we're quite stupid, here's how Rasslin has evolved, all right? It used to be just a podcast, and we put it out on all the podcast apps, and some of you even listen, like 6 of you listen. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. But we need your friends and their money. So we started putting all of our interviews on YouTube. They started popping, and it evolved into more of a YouTube show. Well, these days, this is what Rasslin is. So every Tuesday night at 7, you will get a new episode of Rasslin, where we go through the news, we go through voicemails, we go through some interviews, some snippets, we go through all that, and that's our weekly episode at 7. But every time we get one of these great interviews, like Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, we will put them as standalone interviews on the Barstool YouTube channel. So if you're listening on podcast and you want to see the full interview with Britt Baker, it's on YouTube. Barstool Wrestling YouTube, over 25,000 subscribers right now. Please like and subscribe because that is where my kids get fed. This week, though, we've already had Dr. Britt Baker on Monday. This is Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m., so we'll go over the news. Here's our rundown of the Rasslin episode this week with Brandon Walker. Wink. Number 1, we'll go through the news. We'll do that. We'll talk about what's going on in WWE, AEW, what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. After that, I'm going to give you a little piece of our interview with AEW Women's Champion Britt Baker. After that, I'm going to do the top 5. Every week, we just made the list. A top 5 something in wrestling. Today's list, the top 5 times the wrong wrestler won the Royal Rumble. The top 5 times the wrong wrestler won the Royal Rumble. After that, I'm going to give you another piece. It's GCW will be in Hammerstein Ballroom this weekend. Effy will be there. Effy lives. Effy, you know that Effy guy, right? Just met him. Effy, we've got couple minutes of that interview, which will be going live tomorrow. But we got a couple minutes with Effy. After that, we have a couple of minutes with... Oh, no. We don't have a couple of minutes. I'll announce another interview that's coming later this week, later in the show. After that, we got Indy Corner. After that, to end the show, we've got your voicemails and your tweets. And if you look right here, right there, right over here, one of these directions, your table of contents, if any of those sounded interesting to you and you want to go right to it, hit these timestamps right here and head on over there. But let's talk wrestling. Does it sound good, producers? Maybe one of y'all could say something every now and then. Let me bounce off of you.
You sound great. Amazing.
You're all idiots. You're all idiots. Well, maybe not you. Neither one of them knows which one I was talking to. So, the Rumble is taking shape, the Royal Rumble. It is my favorite event every year. And this year, to me, feels like WWE is taking a big shot. It feels like they're going to put their best foot forward on this Rumble because not only will you have the Rumble match, and I guess, who could win this thing? Big E could win this thing. Kevin Owens could win this thing. Multiple people could win this thing. But not only are you going to have that, and hopefully the Women's Royal Rumble could get a returning Bayley perhaps to win the thing. I don't know. I'm just putting it in the air. You got the 2 Rumbles, which are draws in themselves. But we're also going to have Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Looks like we're headed towards that. And Lashley Lesnar. Sign me the fuck up for both of those. This looks incredible. People can whine, they can bitch, they can moan about WWE. But when these big tentpole events come around, you're going to be watching. So am I. It's going to be good. I can't wait to the Rumble, January 29th on Peacock. Reigns, Rollins, Lashley Lesnar. I cannot wait. Lashley Lesnar especially. Bobby Lashley's gone to another world the last couple of years. Lesnar's always been in that world, and we're going to see these 2 beasts collide for the first time, and I think it's going to be awesome. Second piece of news before we get to everything else on the show. Mustafa Ali has asked for his release from WWE. I don't think that's a big surprise. He's one of those guys that hasn't been used all that much. I think he's very talented. He seems like he's very driven, so probably wants to go somewhere where somebody's going to look at him and put him in a marquee spot. I don't blame him. I don't know that I blame WWE. I mean, they've had moments where he was going to be getting a big Elimination Chamber push a couple of years ago. Didn't work out. He got hurt. So that spot ended up ending in Kofi Mania, right? So if you believe the backstage rumor and innuendo, he asked for a release. It's something to monitor. I'm sure they're going to give it to him. It does feel like in this world of budget cuts, in this world where they've made so many releases, it would be hard for them to not grant someone their release if they want it and still stand behind the fact that they need budget cuts. They need to cut other people. So that's interesting to watch. Now, this one, number 3. Rey Mysterio, who once upon a time was Rey Mysterio Jr. back in WCW, and then he was just Rey Mysterio again. Rey Mysterio is, if I had to make a list of the most beloved wrestlers in my time, of wrestlers that fans don't have anything bad to say, wrestlers don't have anything bad to say, I think Rey Mysterio is probably very, very near the top. I don't know how many guys, maybe Jeff Hardy's as beloved as he is, but Rey Mysterio is beloved not only on camera, but off camera by fans, by wrestlers, by everybody. Except that portion of the internet that fucking sucks. And you know who you are. You know if you're out there, if you belong to this portion of the internet. Because yesterday it was leaked that Rey Mysterio will be the cover athlete for WWE 2K22 or 23. One of those. The next one. He's going to be the cover artist and the cover athlete, and the cover looks fucking sick. Looks great. And it's Rey Mysterio. Who doesn't recognize that? Except the mindless, soulless, dickless trolls on Twitter that told everybody it's a bad idea, he's too old, nobody's going to like it, should put a current wrestler on there. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The people online that seem to hate wrestling the most are the wrestling fans on Twitter. When a wrestler puts something out there that just 1 centimeter of the population doesn't like, they're the loudest people ever. Wrestling Twitter, or the crazies of wrestling Twitter, are ruining shit for everybody. It's Rey fucking Mysterio. It's Rey Mysterio. If you got a problem with Rey Mysterio being on anything ever, maybe you care about this shit too much. Maybe you care about your online persona too much. Maybe you ought to stop being an anonymous little dickless troll and actually live life. Because it's Rey fucking Mysterio. Quit ruining wrestling. Was that good?
It was great.
How about that?
Yeah, great.
You like that?
I love it.
That was a little much. I didn't even love it. That was a little much, don't you think?
I didn't think it was angry at all.
I don't care what you think, ever. But thank you. It meant a lot to me. I appreciate that. I don't care. I don't care what you say. But again, I take it to heart, and it meant a lot. It meant a lot. You're not going to say you're going to say you're welcome? You're not going to say one thing? I'm opening my heart up to you. You're not going to say one thing?
Thanks.
Shut the fuck up! This weekend, Nick, Aria, actually, have I introduced Nick on this show? Aria's been with me for a long time. You know that. He's been there since the beginning of wrestling. And then Nick has joined us over the last, I don't know. Well, Nick was with us the whole time. He was our social guy. He was always with us. But now he's like official capacity. I have 2 producers. And God, I hope Barstool doesn't figure that out anytime soon. Because, boy, I'm taking advantage of both of them. But we got Nick, got Aria, got me. This weekend, you know where we're going? The Hammerstein Ballroom, New York City, 33rd Street, maybe 34th. One of those. It's in the 30s. We are going to the GCW show, The World. Is that what they're calling it? The World? I believe they're calling it The World. Do you know that, or are you just repeating? Okay. So Cardona's going to be there. Moxley's going to be there. The Briscoes are going to be there. Effy is going to be it's going to be a big show, huge show. I can't wait. I've never been to a GCW show. I don't know if I'm going to get offended or scared or mad or laugh. I don't know. It's going to be great. We'll have a full report next week. One thing I want to talk about with AEW before we get into our little topics here. Again, we'll have snippets of Britt Baker. We'll have a little bit of Effy. We'll have Indy Corner coming up. And we'll have our top 5 times the wrong wrestler won the Rumble. And we'll have your voicemails and twits. Your twats. We'll have your twats. So we'll have, I don't think that's right.
Twats or twits?
It's twats. It's definitely twats. All Elite Wrestling. I'm a fan. I'm also a fan of WWE. I'm a fan of all wrestling, period. I don't choose one over the other, and if you do, you should realign your life. But All Elite Wrestling right now, there's one story that's really got me plugged in, got me into the mix. And a lot of good things are happening in AEW. Heyman Page doing great as a champion. He's doing great matches with Bryan Danielson. I love the Adam Cole and the what used to be the Undisputed Era story. But this MJF, CM Punk, Wardlow storyline has got me hook, line, and sinker, because every time MJF and CM Punk get on the mic, it's magic. CM Punk is one of the greats of all time and the greatest mic worker of the last generation. MJF is the greatest mic worker of this generation, and they have collided, and it's been magic every time. But you add in the element that is simmering, this Batista push, this Batista turn is simmering there with Wardlow, who's been a second to MJF since the beginning. He's getting over like gangbusters with his Powerbomb Symphony. You got Spears sitting there acting like an idiot. This storyline has legs, and it's fantastic, and they have got me hook, line, and sinker with this. And I just wonder if you guys feel the same. Tweet at me at BWalkerSEC so we can talk about the right things together. But last week, it was MJF against CM Punk. It was Wardlow against CM Punk, and they put Wardlow over huge. I mean, Wardlow powerbombed him 4 or 5 times, and he only got beat by a very slow small package, which I didn't think the quality of the small package was up to snuff of the angle, but whatever. It's CM Punk. He can have a mistake here or there. I don't mind. The angle has been hot. The angle has been great. It's leading towards maybe MJF against CM Punk, or maybe we take a detour because Wardlow's ready to beat the shit out of MJF. Love it. Great storyline. Just wanted to talk about it for a second. Now, speaking of great storylines in AEW, it gets no better than our first guest today, who we'll have a snippet of. The full interview is on Rasslin's YouTube. Go to Rasslin, go to YouTube, search Barstool Rasslin, and check it out on YouTube. Like, subscribe, do everything. But we talked to AEW Women's Champion Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And we spoke for a while. But I asked her, Britt, hey, we're best friends. Me and you, we hang out together. We play bunco. We chill. Britt, what's it like for you when everybody in the company, MJF, CM Punk, Adam Cole, all come out in the ring, and every time they got a promo time, they got a mic, they mention you. They can't get your name out of their mouth. What does that feel like? Britt Baker said this. Speaking of CM Punk, he has called you a pillar of AEW.
Where's the lie?
Well, no, I'm asking, do you think that's accurate? Your pillar?
It's a fact.
Okay, so he's called you a pillar, and then MJF has said your name in promos. Why can't people get Britt Baker's name out of their mouth when they go out on the mic? Why does everybody have to talk about you all the time?
It's smart. It's good business. I'm the hottest thing in women's wrestling. If you want the smoke to come out of your mouth on the mic, keep my name in your mouth.
I think that was very... I didn't expect you to say that. You said you're the hottest thing in women's wrestling. You don't consider yourself the hottest thing in wrestling?
Yeah, I do. But there's a lot of really exciting things going on in AEW too, but I'm definitely one of them.
I went to Dynamite last week in Newark. Good show. Good show.
I didn't see you there.
No, yeah, I was there.
Okay.
I walked around backstage.
I believe that you were there. I didn't see you there.
We shook hands.
Did we?
Yeah, we took a picture.
We did not. He's lying. You got me there. I was like, oh my god.
No, we didn't.
No, I didn't see you there.
You were too famous. You had your corner, and Hater was standing in the way. I don't know. I was sad.
I'm too famous. For this.
Forgot we were on an interview. Okay, so again, that full interview with Britt Baker, and it was fantastic. It's about 40 minutes. She was great. She's talented. She's a star. You know that. You don't have to have me hold your hand on that one. But I will hold your hand on something else because I love food. I love to eat. At home, I don't have a lot of time. I have 4 kids. We're all family here. I don't know if I've told the wrestling audience very much about my family. I have 4 kids, all under the age of 13. My wife is going clinically insane. She hates cooking every night. She hates going to the grocery store. She doesn't have time. How can she get to the grocery store with 4 kids in the car and a dog and a cat? It's a lot. But guess what? There's a company out there taking the stress out of meal planning. It's Hello Fresh. And I don't even have to look at the ad copy. I don't have to read it because my ad copy for Hello Fresh is when that box arrives at my house. It is a box of freshly packed ingredients. It's all, sorted. It's all organized. It has a recipe card. I love their stroganoff. I love their sloppy joes. I love their chicken wings. They will send you organized ingredients with a recipe card. 30 minutes or less. You follow the instructions. You take the ingredients. It's all measured out. You don't need to do anything. You take them. You cook them. Bam! Fresh, delicious meal. It is fantastic. You don't have to worry about going to the grocery store and getting COVID. You don't have to worry about going to the grocery store and getting stuck in the line behind some old woman that pays with a check. Who pays with a check in 2022? It's ridiculous. Anyway, don't worry about that. That was odd anger, and I don't know where it came from. It's a great time to focus on what's important to you, whether it's saving money by ordering less takeout, learning to cook, or prioritizing your wellness. HelloFresh can do it. They got healthy meals. They got quick meals. They got everything meals. They are fantastic. They're 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal of the same quality. You go get spaghetti at a restaurant, it won't be better than HelloFresh. And it's a lot cheaper with HelloFresh, and it's easy to make. Again, HelloFresh, there goes the voice. HelloFresh.com/Rasslin16. We're up to 16 now. It used to be 14. In this economy? All right. HelloFresh.com/Rasslin16. RASSLIN. That's Rasslin. HelloFresh.com/Rasslin16. Use that code Rasslin16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. What did I just say to you? I just said 16 free meals. There's 7 days in a week. That means 2 weeks is 14 days. I'm giving you 2 weeks and Monday and Tuesday night of free meals on HelloFresh. What are you doing? Go do it. HelloFresh.com/Rasslin16. 16 free meals. Eat. Come on, you're a wrestling fan. I'm a wrestling fan. We like to eat. HelloFresh.com. All right. We just made the list. That means a top 5 anything in the world of professional wrestling of this week. Since the Rumble is coming up, the top 5 times the wrong person won the Royal Rumble. Pretty good topic, huh, Nick?
Great topic.
Shut up. Brown noser. Pretty good topic, huh? How are you?
It's good. I put it on Twitter the other night. Nothing.
You know, we don't have mics to pick you up. Can't just mumble. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. I can't stay mad at you. Top 5 times the wrong wrestler won the Royal Rumble. Number 5. No drum roll. That's a really good drum roll. Wow. Can you do a drum roll like that? I can't do that. I can't, my mouth can't do that.
He sucks. We don't suck.
I should ask Effy what to do with my mouth. Okay, all right. So, number 5. The year was 2011. The winner? Anybody know off the top of their head? Speaking of rolling R's, Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio won. But should he have? He kind of sucked. He sucked back then. He sucks now. Alberto Del Rio probably shouldn't have won. Who should have won? You could say CM Punk. You could say a lot. You could say whatever you want. I'm going to tell you who should have won. Remember at the end how Alberto Del Rio's in the end, in the ring, and he's about to get his hand raised and crawling from underneath the floor? It's Santino Marella. Comedy guy, but over as fuck. Imagine how fun it would have been for the Royal Rumble one time to go against script, one time to go against this big whatever they do, and have Santino beat Alberto in that moment. That would have been great. Number 5, Santino should have won the Rumble in 2011 over Alberto. Number 4, the year was 2012, the very next year. Anybody know who won the 2012 Royal Rumble? Nick. Very good. So stupid. Sheamus. The Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Who should have won the Royal Rumble?
Jericho.
Y2J. Chris Jericho. It came down to these two. It should have been Jericho. And if you remember, I'm pretty sure they went to WrestleMania 28 that year. He wrestled for the title anyway. He wrestled for the fucking title anyway. He should have won. It ended up, Sheamus ended up winning and going and beating Daniel Bryan in 18 seconds. Worked out wonders for Daniel Bryan, I know, but did we gain anything for Sheamus from winning the Rumble, winning that match? Not a fucking thing. Jericho, meanwhile, wrestled CM Punk. Jericho should have won it. Jericho should have a Rumble win in his career. He should. He had too good of a career not to have a Rumble. So, frankly, did CM Punk. So, there you go. Number 4, 2012, Chris Jericho. Number 3, the year was 1990. Does anybody know who won the Rumble in 1990? Hulk Hogan. A lot of people say 91 for this, but I say 90. Because in 93, we started doing this thing where the person who won the Rumble got to challenge at WrestleMania. It's been great, been doing it ever since. But in 1990, we were headed towards WrestleMania 6 at Sky Dome in Toronto. The Ultimate Challenge. Ultimate Warrior against Hogan. Why did the champion Hogan win the Rumble when the challenger was in the Rumble? Doesn't make sense. according to our modern brains. Hogan won 2 Rumbles. Probably shouldn't have won either one of them because you should have used these to make stars. You could have given it to Perfect the next year. And here, you could have given it to the Ultimate Warrior who was about to become the champion. Give him just a little bit more of a nudge, a little bit more of a star, a little star-making turn. Ultimate Warrior should have won in 1990, not Hulk Hogan. Number 2. Number 2. Anybody know what number that is? 2, yes. The year was 2015. The winner? Roman Reigns. The crowd? Fucking pissed. Hated it. Hated it. Hated it. I mean, hated it. Daniel Bryan was in the Rumble. They wanted Daniel Bryan to win. He had just come back from injury, I believe, at this point. He had won the title the year before, but he was in the Rumble. And if he's in the Rumble, he's the most over guy in the Rumble. I know you want to push Reigns. I know you want to get him to the spot, but Daniel Bryan's there. Daniel Bryan should have won the Rumble in 2015. Roman Reigns did, got booed out of the building. I believe it was in Philly. They brought The Rock in. They still wouldn't cheer him. And I think that hurt Roman Reigns for 3 or 4 years. He's awesome now. He's great now. But that little false start there where they gave him the wrong Rumble win, I think kind of hurt him. And number 2 was Daniel Bryan. Number 1, anybody know who number 1 is?
You do.
Also, Daniel Bryan. 2014, Daniel Bryan is the hottest thing in the fucking world. And it ended up fine. He was doing the Bray Wyatt thing. They had a great match. It ended up, he went to New Orleans, beat Triple H in the opener, then won the title match against Orton and Batista. And that story is great and fantastic and fine. But fans had been conditioned for so long that on your way up the ladder, you win a Rumble, then you win your title at Mania. You win a Rumble, then you win your title. The Rock did it. Austin did it. Shawn did it. On and on and on. Batista did it. It has happened so much, and the fans were conditioned. So in 2014, when the hottest guy in wrestling is wrestling on the undercard and not even in the Rumble, what in the fuck are we doing? It ended up well. Bryan got his win. I just think it would have been so much cleaner, so much better, and it was a waste of time to divert the audience. It was a waste of time to tell the audience he's not going to be there and then finally put him there. They tried to tell too much of a story when the actual story they could have told was much better. Put him in the Rumble, let him win it. Daniel Bryan should have won it. Batista won it. Daniel Bryan should have won it. So that's number 5. Santino should have won in 2011. Number 4, Jericho should have won in 2012. Number 3, Warrior should have won in 1990. Number 2, Daniel Bryan should have won it in 2015. And number 1, Daniel Bryan should have won it in 2014. Those are the top 5 times the wrong wrestler won the Royal Rumble. These Royal Rumbles get me all up in my head. All right, I get all mad. I'm like, hey, Daniel Bryan should have won that Rumble. Why didn't Daniel Bryan win this Rumble? Why didn't Ultimate Warrior win this Rumble? What's going on here? You shouldn't really worry about booking that much. I hate the word booking, but you shouldn't worry about that much. Sometimes you got to clear your head. Headspace. Headspace. Ever feel like your mind doesn't have an off switch? Of course you do. Or that tension is constantly traveling through your body? Yes. Or do you feel tired no matter how much you sleep? Look at Arya. He's got bags under his eyes. He's the worst. Headspace. Start your year with Headspace. We all say we're fine when we don't mean it. Fine isn't really an emotion. We're lying. We're lying, but we can be better. Headspace is scientifically proven to help you manage your feelings and your mental health. In fact, a recent study proved in just 2 weeks, Headspace can reduce your stress by 14%. How did they get to that number? 14%. Whether you want to relieve stress or anxiety, sleep better, or improve your focus, Headspace is your everyday dose of mindfulness for real life. I believe you too can better understand how you feel and improve your mental health. So I've teamed up with my friends at Headspace so you can experience it for yourself. We feel better here on this show, and you should too. However you're feeling, try Headspace at headspace.com/Walker, that's my last name, and get 1 month free of their entire mindfulness library. This is the best Headspace offer available, so go to headspace.com/Walker. Today, headspace.com/Walker. Oh, there's more. Get 20% off and free shipping. No, that's a different ad. Headspace. So, like I said earlier, we're headed to GCW this weekend, the Hammerstein Ballroom. Can't wait. My first time to be inside that iconic wrestling venue. And GCW is not something I've got a whole lot of experience with, but I've dove headfirst into wrestling. and we're going to go there and we're going to watch it. And because of that, today we have a very special guest. If you're on the internet, you know this guy. If you're a diehard wrestling fan, you know this guy. If you're just an AEW or WWE wrestler or wrestling fan, maybe you don't know this guy so much, but you will. He's fantastic. He's great. We'll have the full interview out tomorrow. Here's a little piece of my talk with Effy.
Last Friday, we did get a win in Detroit over Ricky Morton and Too Cold Scorpio.
You know how I know you're probably from around the same area I'm from?
Yeah.
You don't say Detroit, you say Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit. All right, here's the test of your actual accent, okay? What's the month between June and August?
July?
July. Yes. I say July. These fucking Yankees up here. What'd you say? July? No.
July.
It's not.
There's a U in there now for a reason.
It's not July. It's July. That's the
July.
name of the month.
Oh, yeah, I am. I'm deep Southern. Yeah. I've never left the South, and part of it, like as I started to therapy myself, I think I kind of like the spirit of everyone's sort of going to be against you anyway if you're a little too rowdy. So you have to constantly keep up a fuck you shield when you live in the South, and it keeps you on your toes. People are like, you're quick. And I'm like, it's because I'm in the South. They're always trying us. They're fucking on us. Let's clear it.
This man is preaching. This man is fucking preaching. That is, everything he just said was true. I'm not even in character right now. He fucking preached just now. Okay, all right. So, this Sunday,
Yes.
January 23rd,
Yes.
GCW, Hammerstein Ballroom, which is about 4 blocks away. Do you know how close you
Really
are to
close.
it?
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
close to it.
It's extreme.
It's like 4 or 5 blocks away. We're going to be there, but you're going to be wrestling the guy who just broke a guitar on Allie's head.
That's correct.
First of all, why did he do that? That's an asshole thing to do.
Here's the thing. He hasn't said why at all yet because I think everyone already knows why. You're talking about Jeff Jarrett. Let's go through the line. The man has made his career off of going, who's a little more talented, a little more over, a little more in. Let me insert myself. Let me get my power. Is that what you're doing?
That's my career.
Well, I mean, it works. That's the problem.
Okay, good.
But I'm at a place now where I just beat Matt Cardona, the former Zack Ryder. I've beat Ricky Morton. I have a victory now in tag teams over Too Cold Scorpio. I'm going against someone in Jeff Jarrett who I think he thinks you can just hop in here. This is the little leagues. It's getting a little steam. I don't have rules. I don't have leashes. I don't have anyone telling me what to do. You know, people get stabbed in matches all the time. There's violence in these matches all the time. And I think Jeff Jarrett's coming from a place of, just like Impact, just like Global Force, just like WWF, I'm going to come in, I'm going to get my money, I'm going to get my shine. This Effy's a little hot right now. Yeah. Let me go in with him. I'm not falling for it, and I didn't want to fall for it. But when you come from a girl, Allie, I got to come fuck you up.
I mean, he hit her right in the top of the head with the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
And then drug her around a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
That's a little much.
Part. Did the same thing to me. That's where your neck is really like, and he's not careful. This isn't a careful guy.
No. And what was he wearing? Did you see what he was wearing?
I didn't get to see much, but I saw the pictures and video after. So.
He looked like if the Undertaker moved to Tennessee and became a sheriff. Like, it was not a great outfit.
It is at least better than the ribbon thing he was wearing. It's a little better than the Backstreet Boys glasses. It is odd to look and see this man in front of you that has done this many things, but the funniest part about this is a lot of the people in my world don't necessarily watch wrestling, but I want to let them know that I'm doing important things like kicking Jeff Jarrett's ass in Hammerstein. And I have to say, have you heard of Jeff Jarrett from WCW, from NWA, from you? And then you just say, do you remember that shitty youth pastor from Spring Breakers? And they go, oh yeah. And they go, that guy's fucking with me. And they go, why? Because, the bookings dry up.
You mentioned Spring Break and youth pastors. It sent me back to a difficult memory in 1993.
Listen, I've got plenty. I grew up in that church, baby.
I thought it was a Twix. Anyway, what? What happened?
Well, I was going to tell you both of my grandfathers were pastors, and I kind of bring some of that preacher energy into this.
Do you?
But also, I make it really gay. You know?
So you're a preacher, just an exceptionally gay preacher.
Yeah. I like to say I'm a preacher who pulled the mumbo jumbo out of it and started saying the fun stuff. Kind of like if the devil was a preacher.
Just left the jumbo.
Yeah, drink it, smoke it, fuck it, let's go.
Is that your motto?
Not my motto, but it's the motto you want to put out to people of live yourself and live your fantasies and live your life. And if you're weird or different or queer or odd, there's space for you and we can do that.
So I'm a 42-year-old Mississippian, so I am a model of progressiveness and open-mindedness.
I love it. The most progressive.
That wasn't really a question. I was just saying that out loud.
I'm honored to be next to you.
It's nice to be next to you.
I think
Your tongue okay?
No, we're gonna.
Little flakes of blood coming up every now and then?
Yeah, we'll live. Hopefully.
If you died from a tongue incident, that would be the gayest thing you could ever do.
I mean, and also this would be the real. All I do is run my mouth. I only get booked because I run my mouth. I do like 4 moves. I run my mouth. If I don't have my mouth, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to learn sign language and all that. Like, that's a lot to take on.
You feuded with Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green. You and Allie feuded with.
We did.
And they've. I wouldn't say they're friends of the podcast. Matt's been on the podcast. Chelsea was a friend of the podcast before she married Matt.
Yeah.
Those two are the fucking worst.
Have you seen Shazam?
Yeah, many times.
That's who he is. He's an 11-year-old with a man body, and it's so fucking weird.
You're thinking about Big.
Either way, dude. But in
Okay.
Shazam, he like gets powers and he gets buff and stuff.
He does.
But it's like you go talk to him, you're like, oh, you must not be this obnoxious all the time. And he's like, do you know about action figures? And you're like, I don't know about action figures. And then there's nothing else to talk about.
That's it.
Yeah, but he gets really flustered, which is why I made the mistake of messing with him in the first place, right? I shouldn't have caused all the issues. I did break the longest running in history,
Right.
longer than Bruno Sammartino's belt reign when I beat him for the Internet
Championship.
Yeah.
So you're a former Internet champion now?
I'm a former Internet champion. He did use his wife in a Manser jacket to come try to take my nuts off.
Well,
and then he got a grab too.
That was a hell of a sentence right there.
When I started in the South, I would sometimes with these real kind of shitty people in the crowd, I'd say, at least you and your wife both have something to jerk off to now. And I felt like that was kind of the energy with the Cardonas, was like,
Yes, okay.
they were both so fascinated with me just because they both had something finally to talk about other than
Yes.
like,
Action
your
figures.
skin's so shiny, it's like the polymer of the old Hasbro figures. Like, that doesn't turn a woman on. I'm gay and I know that.
Well, it might turn Chelsea Green on. You don't know that.
She was reaching.
Boy, oh boy. Okay. Where am I at?
I don't know. We should talk about GCW a little.
That's where I was. Yes, thank you. That's number 6, GCW. So GCW is kind of popping right now.
Yeah.
GCW is fucking popping.
It's popping.
And you guys were just in Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan.
Before that, you were in Chicago, I think.
We were in Chicago the next night. I didn't make that one. But
Yeah.
I mean, Houston, Dallas, Los Angeles.
And now you're going to be in Manhattan.
in Manhattan.
For a show that's been sold out pretty much since the second it went on sale.
Yeah, I see some of the controversy now, and they're saying, why do you need Jeff Jarrett and Matt Cardona and these people on the show? The show sold out with a 2-minute video clip of most of the regulars. And I know, there's some people featured in that don't have anything announced yet, but, magic's in the air. I think there's magic around. We did that sellout without the rest of these matches announced, and it's nice to have a Jon Moxley. It's, contrary to what people would think, it's nice to have the Briscoes around, they're changed men.
Right.
But there is still the idea of, well, as soon as we get hot, y'all want to come jump on board.
Right.
We've got to maintain the energy that kept us and got us to this level, which is we don't give a fuck.
Right.
We do give a fuck about very certain things.
That was
We don't give a fuck what you think wrestling
about
is.
what we give a fuck about.
But we give a fuck about the wrestling we put out. And with our fans, we are accessible. We listen to them. We're an adaptable company. We're a company that goes out on a limb. And when you come to our show, you're not going to get the exact same outfits, the exact same look, the exact same match over and over and over. You're going to get lucha and high-flying stuff and deathmatch and Effy, whatever the fuck I'm doing.
Right.
You're going to get such a broad range that, like, anybody who's never been to wrestling is going to find something in there that's cool, and I think that's what they like.
So what the fuck are you doing? If I am coming off the street, I've never seen an Effy match. What am
Right.
I expecting from the time you walk out the curtain to you go out, you wrestle your match, and you go back to what the fuck is Effy about?
Well, I like to tell people that Effy matches are usually their favorite because the opponent is not necessarily fighting an opponent. Effy is a psychological torture device that is used on them, and that makes it fun for people.
You are a psychological torture device.
Yes.
Great interview with Effy. Again, the full interview on Barstool Wrestling's YouTube tomorrow. Effy, great guy. Just seems like he takes care of himself. Speaking of taking care of yourself, let's talk about your dick and balls. Lean in, look in my eyes, look at my baby blues. I want to talk about your dick and balls, okay? Because if I'm worried about them, your gal probably is too. You got to keep that area clean. You got to keep that. Don't let the bushes go out of control. It's gross. It's nasty. Holidays just got finished. It's cold. I know you want to be warm. Get rid of that ball hair. Get rid of your ball hair. Take care of yourself downstairs. Resolutions you can actually keep. How about having clean and shiny balls all year round? I love talking about balls. It's new year, new me with the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming. This year, take your package to the next level with the Performance Package 4.0 and brand new Ultra Premium Body Wash. This is wrestling, so hopefully yours is not a small package. Inside the Performance Package 4.0, you'll find the signature Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer is designed to trim hair on loose skin. The advanced skin-safe technology reduces cuts and nicks on your delicate nuts. Boy. It also comes equipped with a 4000K LED spotlight that will shine a light on the promised land 2020 looks to be. So, clear those nuts up, boys. Smooth and fine. Just like something that's smooth and fine. Take care of those balls, your testicles, your nuts, your twig and berries, your jumblies, your juggling balls. Ralph and Sam. And the new product that needs no introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway because they wrote it down. The Ultra Premium Body Wash from Manscaped solves all three for the perfect addition to your daily grooming routine. But in the shower. I shower every day and hope you do too. Okay, that's assuming a lot. This body wash smells great too. It's cologne infused with aloe vera and sea salt to keep your skin feeling clean, nice, and moisturized. Kick discomfort and poor hygiene to the curb this year and use the best tools for the job. Cheers to your balls. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Brandon. Yes, when you think balls, you think your testicles. Think my first name, Brandon. Balls, Brandon. Balls, Brandon. At manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code Brandon. It's new year, no pubes in 2022 with Manscaped. All right, so we've had a lot here. Stay with me. We got more. I envision this show as a chance for us to talk to the greats in AEW, in WWE, everybody at the top of the mountain. But the mountain is more than just the top. The mountain's about the climb. Hi, Miley. The mountain is about getting there. The mountain's about grinding your ass off because you love wrestling. That's why I've started Indy Corner. Indy Corner is where we bring in the upstarts, the up-and-comers, the guys who are busting their ass on a Saturday in a high school gym or a church gymnasium or a parking lot. They're busting their ass because they love wrestling and they want to make it to the top. So I'm giving them a chance to come in here and get their character over and take it to the next level. Today, Indy Corner has got the Shook Crew with Bryce Donovan and Bobby Orlando. The Shook Crew, Indy Corner, right here. All right, so in wrestling, we like to do Indy Corner where you okay?
I'm just head bobbing.
We like to take stock of the indie situation. We like to talk to the up-and-comers, the risers, the next generation of incredible wrestlers. And I understand that today we have two of them. A tag team.
Three.
Well, there's two of you.
Well, there's a GOAT, Bobby Jr.
Kind of just ignored the goat.
So the GOAT is part of the team.
Oh, yes.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, that's my mistake. I apologize.
It's okay.
I want to apologize to both of you. What I've got here is to my left, I have Bobby Orlando.
Duh.
To his left, I've got Bryce Donovan.
You got it right.
And in the middle
Yes.
is Bobby Jr.
Bobby Jr.
Bobby Orlando
Yeah.
Jr.
He's such a
Yes. Relax.
Oh, my God, we're off to like a hot start over
So
here.
mad at you for
is he a manager or is he a friend? Is he a brother?
He's our best friend.
Yeah.
Your best friend.
Friend.
Best friend. I'm
Friend,
sorry.
yes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Why friend?
Wow.
Friend.
Oh,
You have friends.
I do have friends. Yes, I do have friends. Bryce Donovan.
Yes.
Bobby Orlando.
Yes.
You are the Shook Crew.
Yes.
Why the Shook Crew?
You want to answer this?
Why the Shook Crew?
Yes.
It's on our headband.
Yes. And we're a crew.
Yeah.
And we
like
make-
what? What would I do with all these Shook headbands?
Okay, I kind of feel stupid now because
No!
it's absolutely on your headband.
Yeah.
He doesn't have it on his. He just has flowers. So
Yeah.
you could be the Flower Crew.
Well, it doesn't say.
It doesn't say flower. It
says-
just has flowers.
Yeah.
Shook, and the fact that there's three of you makes it a crew.
Yeah, I think it's on his shorts also.
Somewhere. There's a lot
Yeah.
of writing on here.
Oh, it's on. Yeah.
This is busy. There's
It
a
is
lot
busy.
going on here.
I think it says sexy face somewhere. I don't know where. But it says your mom. It says bah! It says the GOATist. It says Bobby Orlando, my name. So
Yeah.
if you ever forget it, it's like a built-in name tag.
Yeah.
So, and you have Bobby Orlando Jr.
Yes.
It's just Bobby Jr.
Bobby Jr. I
Yes.
apologize.
It's okay.
Well, it would make sense. It would have the whole name. No.
No.
It's too much.
That's not
Too
how
much
it's
going
made.
on. The less syllables, the better.
I agree with that. Yes, I agree. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you, Bryce.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Cool.
You're just taller. I respect height.
I am tall. You can't see it on the chairs, but
What are you about? About 6'5"?
6'5",
6'5"?
6'6", 6'7" if a big money company is asking, but 6'8" if a bigger money company is asking.
Stand up, please.
Oh,
you're.
Am I on frame?
You're an easy 6'8".
Am I on frame?
Yeah, you're a good 6'8". You're not even a. Okay.
How tall are you?
6'5".
Okay, so we're like.
But depending on what gas station I'm walking out of at the time. Yeah, but I'm about
Okay,
6'5".
I'm good.
So who's when did this team come together?
Well, back in the day,
Which day?
I think it was like a Tuesday.
it had to be like a Tuesday.
It had to be a Tuesday.
It had to be.
Okay.
Because we don't because you know what happened on Wednesdays. So it had to be on a Tuesday. We hopped in together, us, our good friend Max Caster, hopped in a car together, and we went off to New Jersey.
Yes.
And
That sounds awful.
Well, it used to be the best
Okay.
because that's the only place that online gambling was legal near here. But now,
Now.
in the golden era we're in now, it's everywhere.
Just at this company, Jersey's still the best.
Okay, well, yes, true, very true. Anyway, we all hopped in and we just were best buds. We're
best
just like
buds.
the best friends.
It was like
we were like
crazy.
Oh my gosh, we were like having so much. You know when you just like are with a dude and you're just like having so much fun with him and you just like look in each other's eyes and you're just like, man, dude, oh my god, it was just like that.
We had a
But
bro.
with like three of us.
We broed out together.
Yeah.
Right.
We had a bro moment. It was like
Yeah.
an organic.
We blowed out.
Organic or gas?
Whoa.
Whoa! What happened?
Whoa.
What happened?
Friends here.
Your friends.
relax.
Okay. All right.
So we just hit it off and we all got together and we said, you know what? We're three athletic, big wrestlers and a goat.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there was a fourth person. I
Yes.
forgot. Okay.
And we decided what is the best thing for three wrestlers to do together.
Yes.
You know what it is.
I don't, but you're gonna tell me.
Rap!
What?
Rap, yeah.
We rap.
Yes, you rap. Okay.
Spit bars.
Yeah.
You're all bar spitters.
Well,
Not
no,
me.
not
I
me.
used to. I tried, and then they said stop because I was really bad.
Okay, no. He wasn't very bad. It would take very long to record his
So
version.
you spit bars.
We spit bars.
You keep saying we,
Yeah.
but you said he doesn't.
Well,
No, I don't.
Bobby Jr. does.
yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah, you here you go. Shh, right. Is he mic'd up? Can you
Do we
hear
mic-
this?
do we mic
Put
him up?
Put it near my mic. Ready?
Can you give him a beat?
Right, give a beat.
No, I can't.
Can you give a beat?
Can you give him a beat?
Ow! God damn it!
God, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just.
Bryce,
Do you want
give
me
me
to
a
kiss?
break.
Do you want to kiss it?
Somebody give him a beat. No, I don't.
Bryce,
want
give
to
me a beat.
Kiss it.
Okay. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh, the fire. Here, how's the final line? Ready?
Oh shit!
What?
What just happened?
This is Bobby Jr.
That was-
right?
That's crazy.
Building is
I can't
burning
put that
down.
out.
The building is
Well,
on fire.
you know, we've had some issues putting out rap lines before, so this shouldn't be an issue.
It's Barstool. We put
Well,
out.
oh
all those
yeah,
things.
you guys put out
Yeah,
everything.
we put out
Barstool
everything.
one.
Yeah,
All right.
like a chair.
Although that was very misogynistic. But
Whoa!
what happened?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's the most trouble you've gotten in on a show?
Here?
Yes.
So I've come close to being fired before.
We'll
wow.
keep it at that.
Yeah.
We'll keep it at
No,
that.
we don't have to get.
No, that's not keeping it at that.
I pushed a guy once.
You pushed him?
I pushed him. Yeah.
You pushed him
Why?
like through a table or something?
No, okay.
Basic tricks?
A guy came up to me and said,
Okay.
"You're a moron from Mississippi," so I fucking pushed
From
him.
Mississippi?
Yeah, I'm from Mississippi.
And he called you because you're from Mississippi or more?
No, he said you're. You're just a moron from Mississippi, and I said, "What'd you say?" He said, "You're a moron from
did you say that
Mississippi." So I
about me?
pushed him.
Why?
Why he just said that?
We were in an argument.
I said the essence was you're doing
So I messed it up. So I
you made a stupid joke, so how am I never going to do that again? I don't.
Because
I didn't have time to
Because you
because I got to go do
You
something
had
else.
time. You
No,
had
I
time.
didn't. They literally started
It was a
filming.
30-second take.
20 seconds after you fucked it up. I had 15 seconds to film it. You fucked up that 15.
I messed
so
up.
in my head, it's am I either going to
So I messed up one take. I can't have a second
have an
take.
argument like this, or am I just going to say move on?
It was a bullshit thing
I
to
will
do.
have-
And you
No,
shouldn't
it
have done
wasn't.
it. Yes, it
I'm going
was.
to have Big Cat do it because he'll do it.
Because you're scared somebody's gonna yell at you. That's what it was. You were scared somebody's gonna yell at you.
I knew that you weren't going to do it again in the second take, and my better bet was to simply have someone else do it.
I do
So
nine.
I said, I'll
I do
get
like
someone
nine
else to
shows
do
here.
it.
Do like nine
You
shows
shouldn't
here.
take it so personally and just move on. You were saying like.
You took it personally. You got that sour ass look on your face.
I walked off the set because they were about to film, and I said I will get someone else, and then you walked out and you called me a bitch. So fuck you.
I did. No, fuck you.
Fuck you, Brandon Walker.
Fuck us all.
Fucking moron from Mississippi.
Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you too, Brandon.
You can't call me a moron from Mississippi.
Why?
We're having a disagreement, okay? We're having a disagreement. We're having an argument. That shit was
So you
uncalled
can
for.
call me a bitch, but I can't call you a moron. That's
This
the
was in
level.
the heat of the...
Oh,
You walk off, you're just walking off. Oh, you're a moron from Mississippi. You thought you were going to
you're
get away
a moron
from
from Mississippi.
Oh, fuck you!
Well, fuck you too. Oh, my God.
What?
Brandon Walker, I can't believe you did this. I will never use you for a take again.
That's great.
Yeah, never. Where's HR?
HR?
Okay.
We were beefing.
Listen. Listen.
Do you think I'm a moron from Mississippi?
No, I just think you're from Mississippi.
Yeah. Not all Mississippis are morons.
No, not all Mississippians.
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
I know how to spell it.
Miss
M-I-S-S-I.
Comicott, Rhode Island? What?
Mississippi.
I think we should move on.
Mississippians.
Yes.
Mississippians.
Yes. They're not morons. There's actually a picture on the wall of me pushing him in the hall.
Wait, okay, so you
just go?
almost got fired for pushing this guy. You were so close to getting fired, and then they decided, you know what? Not only are you not fired, we're gonna forever memorialize this moment with a giant picture on the wall.
Let me tell you something.
That's a flex.
I'm Brandon fucking Walker.
Whoa!
Love that.
Everything I do matters at this company. All right, I got the company on my fucking back. That's why I'm giving you guys the rub. I'm giving you guys
I
are gonna
know.
be gigantic stars because you're sitting.
Shake my hand.
Okay.
Shake my hand.
Shake my
I
hand.
respect you more than you already know. Here, shake it with the other
Well,
hand.
I can't.
Same hand. Same hand.
Get it in.
Same hand. Same
All right.
hand.
How
Okay.
many Twitter followers do you have?
200,000.
My Twitter is at Bryce D. Shook.
Bryce D. Shook.
Yes, and my Twitter is at the Bobby Orlando. Are you okay? Oh my God, COVID.
No. Before you guys got here, I went and had some Ruffles sour cream and cheddar chips.
Oh, nice.
Because I had, isn't it? It is. And I had a lunch. I had Chick-fil-A, but then I didn't take. And plus, I had a wrestler in here earlier, Effy, who got mad that I had Chick-fil-A.
Hi, Effy!
He actually made me vomit out the Chick-fil-A. That's why I was
He
hungry.
made you? Like he put his finger down like...
Have you seen? Well, no, it wasn't his finger. But anyway, it was a good time. We had a good time together with Effy.
I love Effy.
So how are you guys coming along? So you guys with Creative Pro Wrestling?
God, we're just like the best. We're doing so great. So there was this like big giant like pandemic sickness thing and everything shut down.
Was there?
Did you remember that?
What happened?
I don't read the papers.
So there was like this big thing and they were like no shows, but then like shows came back and we were just like on all of them.
Yeah.
We were like on every single one. It
Oh, I
was
see.
great.
So there used to be shows,
Yes.
and then there stopped being shows.
Yeah,
Apparently.
And now there's shows again.
There's shows again.
And when the shows came back, you guys
came
are
back.
everywhere.
Yeah, because we're so good and we're so talented. Because the entire time we were just like, what if we just like worked really hard this entire time? And then when we came back, we'd be like big and strong, and we got jacked and stuff.
Are
and
you
like,
jacked too?
Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah, please.
I'm
Put
gonna
the-
flex
here we go.
right
Do you
for
want me to
this.
put him over here?
I need some room to flex.
Okay, all right.
Here we go.
Right?
Here we go.
Right?
Here we go.
Psych! Dab! Dab!
He's still dab.
Dab on him!
It's just a thing.
Dab!
It's not 2015.
I know,
anymore.
but like
Squeeze me.
his thing is that okay. So you know how like things get outdated.
Yeah. Yes.
And then like, but then they come back because they're like
Right.
ironically back. He's trying to get ahead of the game. Where like dabbing's so old, but
Okay.
now it's going to
So-
be back. But
It's
he's
new
going to be.
again.
So things happen.
Yes.
They stop happening.
Yes.
And they happen again.
Bring it back.
But he
We're
has-
in the middle, and you want to jump the line to when it happens
Well,
again.
he wants
Yes.
it so that when it does come back, he did it before it was cool, after it was cool.
Like, can I give an example?
Yes.
So I was on a show on Peacock. Okay? I know. I was on Peacock TV. First ever wrestler to appear on Peacock TV.
That's
It's a
true.
feat.
That is true.
It was a game show.
Is this a
called-
fact?
Yeah, it's
actually
called
true.
Frogger. I planked.
Frogger's a video game.
Well, it's
It's
real
based
life.
on the video game.
It's
Okay.
based on the
Oh,
video
yeah.
game. I did Frogger in real life, and I planked on Frogger on Peacock.
Yeah. You remember planking?
I do remember planking.
Well,
That's
it's
another
back.
thing that you
It's
brought that back.
I'm bringing it back.
I don't know if it's back yet, but if it does come back, Bobby did it first.
So
I did
you're,
it first.
you're on planking and dabbing.
Yes.
he's on both. Yeah. That's,
Might want to, should you do like some parkour?
You
What,
want to
else
do
can
a
you?
cinnamon challenge right now?
it's like an investment. He's like you gotta buy the dip.
It's like an NFT.
Yeah, he bought the dip on dabbing.
So in 2002, me and my friend Alan, who smokes a lot of weed,
Oh, drugs?
we brought.
Yeah.
No. It's different in Mississippi.
Okay.
We brought back the high five. The high five had gone away
was
for
gone?
like 20 years. Yeah, the high five was gone, and we
When
just
was-
started high fiving.
when was it gone?
Y'all want a high five?
Right now?
Yeah.
Is it back? Is it cool again?
Let's see.
How high do you want to go?
As high as we can go. We're both tall.
We can go pretty high. You sure?
No, I don't want to jump.
I'll go up.
You just want to stand?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
get us hot.
You nervous?
Toes.
I'm nervous, and I'm not even
You want to
high
toe
five.
it? You want to toe it? Oh, wait. Okay, wait. You know what you do? You look at the elbow. You look at the elbow. Okay, ready? Ready? Wait. Ready?
You're waiting too long.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh
wow! See,
Oh
that's
my
what
god.
you-
That was
You
so
know,
fucking good.
That just speaks to chemistry.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
sometimes it doesn't work out at first, doesn't work out the second time, but once you get it,
And you got
the
it.
two of us,
You think we got it?
me and you with your 200,000 Twitter followers,
Are you clout
they
chasing
should,
right
all,
now?
they should all follow me also.
You're clout chasing. Okay,
well,
that's
we
fine.
got
You can
five.
have my clout. That's fine.
I love cloud chasing.
I love clout.
love clouds, too.
I am
No.
no, like cloud.
Clout.
Cloud.
Yeah, clouds.
I'm unabashedly
You're
a
talking
fame
about the
whore.
cirronimbus.
A what?
Yeah. Rain clouds.
I'm not good at social studies.
I'd sell out for fame.
I 100%. I have.
Yeah.
know how many-
You used to be a different guy?
Huh?
You used to be a different guy?
Wasn't a guy. Anyway, so we are sitting here talking to the Shook crew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you shook?
Are you?
Are you sure?
Let me ask you that.
I'm fine.
Okay, we didn't do our job then yet.
Are you?
No, I.
Would you like to be?
I've gotten close.
Would you like to be?
I'm worried about him. Does he need water? Or
So
No, he's good.
he's fine. I always take him out to, go poo-poo and pee-pee. He did that before we came in, so he's good. He's not going to have any accidents in here. He had his breakfast already. He had his lunch. And later, we're going to go get some New York pizza for dinner.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
There's a
you
Sparrow around the corner.
I was just going to say something. Yeah, we know.
I beat you to the joke.
Oh, I love you so
Yeah.
much. Are you my dad?
No, don't touch me, though.
Okay.
Would you like to be shook right now? 'Cause I got something.
I mean, I'm going to Vegas later. I'm going to
got
get a
something
hooker.
just for you.
What is? Yeah, I'd love to be shook.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
No,
Close your eyes.
no.
Eyes.
I'll close them
Eyes.
for
All right, no, I got it. What's he going to do? Okay.
Okay. Hold still. Hold still.
Oh, God.
Hold still.
Okay.
Are you?
Hold still. Hold still. Hold still. Hold still.
Is he going to? Just don't hit me.
Just
Don't look,
trust
don't
the
look,
process.
Just don't hit me.
Don't look. Don't look.
I just don't want you to hit me. What?
Stop!
Does mine say? I can't. Okay. Does mine say shook too?
Yours says shook too. That's just like mine. Oh, we're so good at high fives now. Remember the high fives from earlier?
Oh man.
It's a
All
callback.
right, so, I'm
It's a
sorry.
callback.
Sorry. I think I just hit him in the nuts. I didn't mean to.
It's okay.
There's fur going everywhere.
All
All
right.
right.
Fur?
Well, which fur? My fur.
So
or his
you
fur?
guys are a tag team.
Yes,
Yes.
we're a tag team. We should probably get to the wrestling questions.
What's your tag team style?
You know what? A lot of people disagree on that. One person, they call us, we're funny. Some people say we're high flyers. Some people say we're brawlers. I like to just think we're very, very good friends. And that's the best thing for a tag team.
Are y'all really just friends?
No, I actually hate him outside of wrestling.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. He's my best friend.
Okay, well, that was a roller coaster of emotions right there.
On the wrestling style?
We like to do that in our matches too. Roller coaster of emotions. That's what they call
Take
us.
fans on a ride.
Oh, yeah. We're just, because a lot of tag teams, and they don't want to say this out loud, they hate each other. Deep down.
Do they?
We don't want to name names.
You should see
I'd
these
like
guys
to name
because
names.
they all talk about each other behind. So one partner will come to me like, "Yo, isn't he such like a jerk?" And then the other dude will come like, "Yo, well, isn't he such a pussy?" And it's just the worst. But not us. We're just so tight. We're just the tight's just
We're
two of
tighter.
us.
We're tighter than a screwdriver inside of a hole.
That's very tight.
It's very tight.
It's tight.
That's extraordinarily tight.
So yes,
tight.
our wrestling
I
style
just- and I don't-
is indeed
It's
a
being tight.
hybrid. We have a tight wrestling style.
So I don't want to step over any toes or anything right now.
Okay.
I'm wearing shoes.
I like to keep it real here. It does seem like there might be a little bit more than just a tag team going on here.
Yeah, we're best buds.
Who's y'all's favorite? What tag teams do you guys model yourselves after?
Tag teams do we model? Billy and Chuck.
the Dudley Boys.
Yeah.
Probably more Billy and Chuck.
We love Billy and Chuck.
Yeah, they were good.
Oh.
Is my headband falling?
It looks great.
It feels like it's falling.
It matches the light blue. Kind of matches your shirt.
Yeah, no, I'm very coordinated.
Oh,
Look
and
at
he's
that.
got light blue.
Yeah.
You're
These
decked
cost
out.
$200.
1,000?
Mine
No,
costs
that's my
like
Twitter followers.
Mine costs like $160.
I got these from the van store for Christmas. You don't see them?
Wait, you got them from the store for Christmas? The van store gave them to you for Christmas?
So what happened was I went to go Christmas shopping
Your
for.
price tag is still in there.
Yeah, because I want people to understand
It
that
is
I'm
still
not
in there.
joking about the price. I went to the Christmas store for Christmas. I was gonna buy Bobby Jr. a present, and I couldn't find anything. So I found these lit AF shoes, and I bought them for myself, and this is all I got for Christmas.
Yeah.
Has Bobby Jr. been with you guys since the start?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Of his
Oh,
life?
I couldn't put the shoes
Oh, no, just since the start of your team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they've been best buds since they were like.
Oh, so he came. So you came.
Sorry, I had to make that noise.
Yeah, I came after he came.
Right.
Yeah.
So he came first.
He just came,
and then you
yeah.
came.
Yeah. He came,
Right.
and then I came.
Okay.
And then we both came with Bobby Jr.
Here's the backstory on Bobby Jr. My daddy got him for me for my birthday on the 4th of July. But my birthday's not on the 4th of July, so I don't know what he was smoking. But
Did he think you were America?
I am the US of A. You're welcome, world. But no, Bobby Jr. came into my life on July 4th, 2002. I think the year was 2005. But nonetheless, he came into my life in 1997, and he's been with me ever since.
Good job, Bobby.
And my birthday is June 27th, not July 4th.
Quick USA chant.
USA! USA! USA!
Oh, Canada!
What's your second favorite country?
Bolivia.
Okay, that's a good one.
What's your second favorite country?
Hungary.
What's yours?
Japan. I'm a huge weeb.
What's your third?
Pretoria.
That you're talking about the fictional country in episode 11 of season 2 of Family Guy?
Yo,
Yeah.
big Family Guy guy. You're a guy guy? You a guy guy?
I'm a guy
Are you
guy.
a family?
I'm a guy.
Is your family a family, or are you just a guy guy?
No, my family isn't a family. I'm a guy.
So you have to guy separately from the
I
family?
guy my stuff outside of the family.
Are you Guy Fieri?
Ah,
Guy
yeah, I
family.
love him.
How do you say Fieri? Fieri?
Yeah, he said it like
Ferrari?
Fietti, but that's not
Ferrari?
right.
Let's say like fucking
Fieri.
You got a Ferrari?
I do.
You
Yeah,
do.
I do.
Can I ride it? Can I ride it? I'll do some sick tricks.
No, it's a car. You don't ride a car. You ride in a car.
Well, you can ride.
Well,
a
you
car.
can ride on top of the car like
I've seen
Teen
someone
Wolf
ride.
style.
I've seen someone ride.
You
a
ever
car
seen
before.
Teen Wolf? I haven't, but I know the scene when he's like on the car.
Have I ever seen Teen Wolf?
Yes.
42 years old. I was raised on Teen Wolf.
Well,
Yeah.
you're not a teen and you're not a wolf, so how am I supposed to like assume that, Mr.
Yeah.
Brandon?
Okay.
That movie's for teenagers,
But I was. No, that movie's for everybody. Teen Wolf is for everybody.
but it's like 14. You're supposed to be a teenager.
No, that's not true.
You
Teen
can't
Wolf is
relate
for
to
everybody.
turning into a wolf if you're not a teenager. It doesn't
Well,
make
I
sense.
watched it when I was a teen. How about that?
What? You're not a teenager.
Don't take it off!
I almost took it off.
Don't take it off!
Don't
take it off!
It's
Don't
fine.
you do it.
All right, all right, all right.
Very upset.
The Shook Crew.
You're making Bryce cry.
The Shook Crew.
Yes.
What's the future look like for the Shook Crew?
We're probably gonna die someday.
We're all gonna. Can I? Let me ask you.
Let
real
Bryce
quick.
talk about death.
What do you think happens when we die?
Because death is inevitable. We can't escape it.
I gotta tell you, I like lay awake in my bed, looking up at the ceiling at like 2, 3 a.m., just thinking like, man, someday this is it.
Okay,
You
fair
get
enough.
Existential dread.
No, it's more than that. I start to think of everything that's bigger than me, and I just dread what's coming on in the future. And
Well, in all fairness, you've done a lot.
I have
Like
done a
you're
lot.
leaving.
I'm very
like,
successful.
You're leaving like a lasting legacy.
I'm leaving so much debt.
There's a giant photo of you pushing a guy out on the wall.
You didn't even see it.
Dude,
I
but you
believe it,
told me
though.
about it, and every time, can we take a picture by the picture of you
Of
pushing
course
the guy
we
later?
can, yeah.
Awesome. But like every time someone see that for like decades, if your studio doesn't move again, like how we couldn't find it because
We couldn't find the address.
But it's gonna stay there forever.
Did y'all go to the wrong?
We went to the wrong building.
How
If you type,
unprofessional.
if you go to the Barstool headquarters, do not type it on Google. It'll be the wrong building.
it's-
We
But it's only
in
like
the
2
buil-
streets away.
Wait,
It's not that far.
Relax,
Yes,
but
but
we
then
had to face the awkward embarrassment of going to
You
the
in
nice
that little ass building?
We went into the building. There's a nice lady in front. We said,
Yeah.
"Hey, is this Barstool headquarters?"
She's like,
and
"What?"
They're like, "What did you
like,
say?"
"What the-
Gave
what
us
do you-"
the death stare.
Yeah,
You're
it's-
talking about being closer to death. We almost just died. She almost beat the fuck out of us.
It was wild because like she's like, Bart, what are you talking? We're like, Bart.
I don't
Okay, at
think
the
she
very
was that
le-
angry.
We
It's
look
like, she
so
was.
stupid.
It's like at the very least, you know what.
First of all, her
Barstool
name
is
is Miranda. All right,
Miranda!
and she's a beautiful
Listen,
soul of a person.
Well, can I say something about Miranda? Miranda, I'm sorry we got off on a bad first impressions. We're not as weird as we look. I know I have a goat, and I know he has a pink coat and
Fur coat.
Yes, a fur coat. But what?
Sorry.
I was
keep
just
going.
apologizing to Miranda. I don't want her to hate
We
us.
love you, Miranda.
I'm gonna give you a Christmas.
Miranda
card
has her
this
own
year.
rights. Okay, so you
What?
I know, right? What's y'all's favorite romantic comedy?
Breaking Bad.
It's got to be
not-
Friends with Benefits. Shout out to my boy Pete Ambiel, Friends with Benefits. It's his favorite movie. If you say you don't like it, he beats you up. So therefore,
Pete?
it's my favorite. Pete Ambiel, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he sounds like a tough guy.
He is horrifying.
Does he wrestle too, or is he
He
just?
should. He's the fastest land animal, but he's also like gigantic and like muscular.
Cheetah's the fastest land animal.
No, it's Pete Ammaville.
Where are you? You all right? You all right? Did you get
I
stuck?
got you. It happens sometimes. Bobby, we're here.
Hi.
Heather.
Hi.
Good, Bobby.
Sorry, that happens sometimes. I
got
get too
you.
excited and I black out.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I am your
This
mom.
has got to be your best interview yet.
It's either the best or the
This has
worst.
got to be your best
And
one
if it's
yet.
the worst, then I'll take it because it will be remembered as the worst, and we'll accomplish.
We
something.
either want to be the best or worst thing in wrestling at all times.
So, 2022.
Yes.
Is that the year it is?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Okay.
We're in January 2022. We're in New York City too. Congratulations. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh wow, I couldn't tell.
Well, actually, right now you're inside a building, but outside
the
you'll.
right building.
Empire State Building's over there. It's a beautiful place.
Okay.
2022.
Yes.
What does that look like for the Shook Crew?
We're the
That
best
rhymed.
tag team. We're just like, we're the best tag team. We're the best wrestlers.
Best
and
at
the
what?
Tag team. At everything. If you, like, name a tag team.
The Dudley Boys.
We're better than them. They're not even friends anymore.
Matt and Jeff Hardy.
We're better than them.
FTR. Footer.
Fitter?
Footer.
You ever had corn fritters from Sizzler before?
Yeah.
They're all shut down.
Do you see my titties? Yeah.
No, I don't. There's some nice titties.
Yeah. Actually, I don't love corn fritters.
Oh, what
Oh,
happened?
my
God.
What? You're just all about corn fritters.
I think the interview's
Here's the
over.
thing.
Should I leave?
You look at a corn fritter and you think, ooh, that's a good fried nugget or something. You bite into it
And there's corn.
and it's corn.
Yes.
Oh, that's like kind of, that is kind
Don't
of
you
Right.
Mississippians love corn?
We love fried anything. We do like corn, but we like corn on the cob. We like. You ever take eat corn on the cob?
Yeah, I got, oh,
hate
okay, never
corn
mind.
no.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about
It always
something
gets
else.
stuck in my teeth. Have you ever listened to the song Africa by Toto?
I bless the rains down in Africa.
We're gonna get copyrighted?
Probably.
Yeah, we all know after that,
Dab!
What's the...
That's bad.
All right, I guess we need to wrap it up very, very soon. So, the Shook Crew, I still know almost nothing about them.
What are you talking about?
If somebody's watching this and they wanted to learn about the Shook Crew, what would be the number one lesson?
Follow us on Twitter at
That's
Bryce
not a
Shook,
lesson.
at the Bobby Orlando.
Wait, what was the question?
We're huge cloud chasers.
was
That's
the
the
question?
lesson. We're selling ourselves out for fame. We just want to be famous so bad. I'm broke. I'm poor. I need money.
The only
I'm
reason
gonna
why
get
I
evicted.
wrestle is so my daddy will be proud of me.
The only reason I wrestle is to be famous and to make my friends happy.
And Bobby Jr.?
And Bobby Jr. is going to say closing remarks. Before he does that, I'm your mom. I'm everyone's mom. And on that note, Bobby Jr., you want to take it away? You can't say that. I'm so sorry. The interview was going so great until he had to say that.
It's okay. It's all right. I didn't even know. You know
Now
we had to beat that out.
We can't even air this.
We're going to air it.
Or can you do a little?
I'm not doing this over.
I don't know.
I'm not doing it over.
I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble.
All right.
Just put the censor bar. Beep, 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 beep.
That's Bryce Donovan.
Yo.
This is Bobby Orlando.
Your mom.
And this is Bobby Jr.
Heyo.
That's the Shook Crew. And this has been Rasslin.
Rasslin. Dab. It's back.
Before we get to our voicemails and your twats, Shopify gives entrepreneurs, I just spit all over the place. Shopify gives entrepreneurs the resources once reserved for big business. So upstarts, startups, and established businesses alike can sell everywhere, synchronize online and in-person sales, and effortlessly stay informed. Scaling your business is a journey of endless possibility. Every possibility is out there. You're going to be a success, and Shopify is going to help you. Believe me, this podcast started out selling little stuff. We're big now. We're gigantic. We are fantastic. And we're not stopping there because success is a million milestones on a forever evolving path. Oh, who wrote that? Cyndi Lauper? Like mine, Shopify powers millions of businesses from first sale to full scale. Reach customers online and across social networks with an ever-growing suite of channel integrations and apps, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and more. Synchronize your online in-person sales. Gain insights as you grow with detailed reporting of conversion rates, profit margins, and beyond. Basically, all the nerd stuff you don't want to do, Shopify is going to help you with. They're going to help figure out who's coming to your site, who's doing this, who's doing that, and help you attack and get better and better and better. Shopify does that because you and I aren't smart enough to do it. Go to Shopify.com/wrestling, all lowercase, for a free 14-day trial and get full access to Shopify's entire suite of features. Grow your business with Shopify today. Go to Shopify.com/wrestling, RASSLIN, that's wrestling, right now. Shopify.com/wrestling. Thank you, Shopify. Didn't hit the camera. Tried to hit the camera, didn't do it. All right, so it is now your turn. We've got your voicemails. We have 3 of them, Aria, is that right? Yes. Are they terrible?
No.
Good. 3 voicemails and 2 twats, and we will get to those right now. So let's do the voicemails. The number is, God damn it, Aria. How long have we been doing this show? I got to be able to tell them the number so they can call in.
Yeah.
You don't know the voice. Are you going to your email right now?
Going to the voicemail.
So to the voicemail system. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. All right.
It is
202
810 4249. 4249. 202-810-4249. You can call in, tell me exactly what you want to tell me. Include, just like this guy, voicemail number, well, is it a guy or a girl? It's never been a girl. Voicemail number 1.
Brandon Walker, Pat from Winnipeg. Last week, I think it was the first time I ever really disagreed with you. So, as someone who's called into the show a lot, agree to disagree, but you're wrong. Moving on, next question.
What would you disagree about?
I am really intrigued with the Wardlow MJF story arc, but I keep finding myself thinking, is Wardlow a good fit in AEW? I feel like WWE has built this reputation of always being the land of the giants, and I feel like we see with Braun Breaker in NXT, you bring Wardlow in, and I think he takes off a little bit faster. I don't think AEW is where those big, huge guys who aren't maybe the best in the ring can thrive. So I was just wondering what your opinion was. Am I totally off base? Or do you think Wardlow would find a little bit more success quicker if he was a WWE talent? Love the show.
So I think we're going to disagree 2 weeks in a row. While I agree, Wardlow in WWE would be money. I think he would be fantastic. I think they'd put him on a fast track, sure. But he works in AEW. And I think he is built to work in AEW. First of all, I think he can wrestle. Secondly, I believe you're judging it off certain champions, right? Like, I understand that Kenny Omega's not big. I understand Chris Jericho's not big. Moxley's not big. So far, the world champions have not been big. But if you look further, like, Brody Lee was, RIP to John Huber. Brody Lee was doing great in AEW. He was doing great. He was the TNT champ. He was fantastic. You've had Miro. Miro had a good TNT run. These are 2 big, monstrous guys. These are 2 huge guys. Brian Cage had a moment in AEW. Like, there are different presentations that work, and just because a lot of the presentations have been maybe smaller guys doesn't mean a bigger guy can't do it. Wardlow's got charisma for days. The Powerbomb Symphony works, and he's got MJF to play off of. He's going to be big wherever he's at, but he's going to be fine in AEW. I don't think he has to be in WWE to blow up. Voicemail number 2.
Brandon, Tyler from Vermont calling. With all the Forbidden Door talk happening with Mickie James coming out of the Royal Rumble, I have kind of a 3-part question for you.
3?
If, assuming that WWE does open their, quote, Forbidden Door, what 3 superstars would you look to enter this year's Royal Rumble? One of the superstars being from AEW, and it probably won't happen, but who is the AEW superstar you like to see? Who is a superstar from a different promotion other than AEW? And then who is a superstar, anyone outside of a current, like a free agent, who would you like to see coming to the Royal Rumble this year, opening WWE's Forbidden Door? Thank you. Go, Brandon, go.
All right, so thank you. I hate using this answer a lot, but just imagine for a second. It will never happen. But let's say the Forbidden Door is wide open and it doesn't matter. Everybody can go everywhere. Just imagine for a second. The buzzer hits. 3, 2, 1. Buzzer hits and MJF's theme hits. And he just walks out there with a shit-eating grin on his face and looking down at everybody and goes in there, last 45 minutes, gets knocked out second to last, whatever. But just the shit-eating grin he's going to have, even when he goes back to AEW, he's going to look down at everybody saying, I competed in a Royal Rumble. Like, the character work he could do just in that moment, he would be my answer. I also think like Wardlow's not a terrible answer. Like he went over and dominated. That would be fun. I think Matt Cardona's a good as far as free agents. I mean, he's doing everything. I know he used to be Zack Ryder. I think he wouldn't be Zack Ryder. I think he would come in as Cardona. I think he would come in as his own guy, I believe. Could be wrong, but those are two. I don't really have a third that just really sticks out to me. I guess just the dream, Okada. If Okada just showed up one day in WWE, I don't know that the fan recognition would be there as like the other two guys, but it would be incredible. So those would be my three guys. If I'm way off right there, I don't know. You know, Hangman Page showing up would be funny, but he's the champ, so you don't want the champ to lose the Rumble. Cody Rhodes, who apparently is working without a contract in AEW right now. That's interesting. All right, voicemail number 3.
I've waited 5 months, 3 weeks, 4 days, 12 hours, 8 minutes, and 13 seconds. So once again, get in my car,
do it.
Go into this conspicuous Washington, D.C. phone number.
Do it.
And finally, for the first time in a long time, I get to call in to Brandon Walker and say,
yes!
Macho Man is back. And I would like to apologize, for not calling in last week on the return. Let me tell you, Brandon, last week, and for the last 5 months, the Macho Man has been a part of the #1 wrestling show in all of the independents.
What just happened? Did it start replaying? All right, go back.
That was I was sitting right here. It for some reason started.
Just play the damn thing again, and I want you to keep all of this in.
I've waited 5 months, 3 weeks, 4 days, 12 hours, 8 minutes.
I still like it.
13 seconds.
I'm going to pop again.
So once again, get in my car.
Yep.
Go into this conspicuous Washington, D.C. phone number.
Is that where our number's from?
And finally, for the first time in a long time, I get to call in to Brandon Walker and say,
do it! Yes!
The Macho Man is back. And I would like to apologize.
I love this guy so much.
For not calling in last week on the return. Let me tell you.
2 weeks ago.
Last week, and for the last 5 months, the Macho Man has been a part of the #1
what's he saying?
wrestling show in all of the independents here. And that would be Rocky Mountain Pro. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Brandon.
What's he doing?
Because the Macho Man guy is now referee 20 professional matches.
Oh, good for him.
In Rocky Mountain Pro in Denver, Colorado. Is owned by Mercury Matt Yaten, who was trained by Al Snow. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Oh, but Brandon, let me tell you. You gotta come out to Rocky Mountain Pro. The #1 wrestling independent in all the country. Oh, yeah.
I love that son of a bitch so much. Well, boys, looks like we're headed to Denver. We're not going to tell him when. We're not going to tell him where. Probably Denver. We're going to Denver. Soon. And by soon, I mean not soon at all.
A few months, maybe.
At best. At best. Maybe by summer. Probably not.
Not cold.
Not cold, no. Hey, I can't afford to go out there anyway. You smoke weed out there, right? Well, of course you can. I mean, you heard him. Good for him. Good for him. Hopefully he becomes the best referee in all the land, and he refs my matches one day. Speaking of, rumor and innuendo that Big Trouble with Ben Bishop going to be around the AEW shows this week. So if you're in DC watching, maybe you'll look for trouble. Okay, I'll make the jokes here. Shit, man. Before we get out of here, I got two more. I got your twats. What time is it? Oh, boy. I got to get the fuck out of here. I got to get the fuck out of here. So I got your twats. Skip, at Skip Wheeler, says, what are Brandon's thoughts on adding a couple of tag titles division that would really shake things up in WWE, AEW, either a three-man tag title or a mixed tag team titles? I actually believe in AEW. They added the TBS title, the secondary women's championship. I don't know why they didn't just, instead of a secondary women's championship, add a tag team division for AEW. Like, I feel like that's a good way to grow your talent and boost your talent. Plus, Jade Cargill, who it looks like $1 million, is kind of sometimes a little, has some rough edges in the ring. A tag title reign would have really done her a world of good, I think. I think about that. But I think everybody in the world wants trios titles in AEW, right? I mean, there's so many groups. Every group can have a segment of three. We're talking to the Pinnacle could do it. The Inner Circle could do it. The Jurassic Express could do it, even though they have the tag belts now. Death Triangle, the Elite, on and on and on and on and on. You've just got groups of three that could wrestle for this thing. Trios title makes a lot of sense in AEW. I would love to see that. Nick Stasiak at 1Staz8 says, if Lita really does have one run left in her, like she said on SmackDown, who would you like to see her face at WrestleMania? ASKRASSLIN. I don't know that I'm going to give you the answer you want here. I don't know that I need to see another run from Lita, right? I think right now we're in a golden age of women's wrestling in WWE. I just need a moment where we've got everybody healthy at the same time. I want Bayley and Sasha and Bianca and Rhea Ripley and Becky and Charlotte and Asuka and everybody down the line. I'm missing a couple. I'm sorry. But I want everybody there to give us a division that actually is healthy and booming and is great. Like, I feel like we've had some great women's division matches. They've been fantastic. But I don't feel like we've ever had the division peak all at once. Like, we haven't had when Charlotte's been on top, maybe Sasha's been injured, maybe Bayley's been injured. When Sasha was on top, Becky was injured. I just want a world where everybody's healthy and everybody's competing, and you have this great division fully fleshed out. And if Lita adds to it, great. I don't know that she does. It feels like a bygone era that we're not going to get again. She's great as a Hall of Famer. But just give me Charlotte and Becky, and maybe a Ronda Rousey comes back at some point, and Sasha Banks and Bayley, and down the list. And I think I will be a very, very happy man. I will be a happy man if you like and subscribe to this video. I got to go do another show about college football, but wrestling is where my heart is, and this show will be here every Tuesday night. And keep looking on Wrestling's YouTube for more exciting and fresh interviews. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. That has been Rasslin.